Looks like we got him. Very cool game. Very cool game. Halazil did a lot of work.
I got the
Calamos, obviously, right? We did 2 Calamoses this game. He's looking for stuff, but I don't think he's got a way out of this. Frost Nova, really? Okay, this is like how we lose right here. What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Surviving Standard. The deck we have today is called Elemental Jade Shaman. Yes, I know. This is not too creative. Blizzard has changed 2 cards recently to be Elementals, Jade Spirit, and of course Halazil, the Ascended, the Shaman Legendary. So it looks like they want us to build this deck. So basically we're jamming the Jades, the Elementals, all together in one deck and see how it works. In fact, it works quite well. I did craft Calamos, the Primal Lord, just to play this deck. And I'm really glad I did, because he is a lot of fun to play. I knew he was a good card, but until you play him, you just don't know like how powerful he really is. He does so much in so many situations. So let's take a look at the list here. The big thing we're doing is we're running 2 copies of Doomsayer, and the reason being is before adding this card, I would have a lot of trouble with my elemental chain. I would start the chain, but in the meantime I'd need to AoE or deal with a huge threat with the Jade Lightning. So with this, the plan is you play a Doomsayer at some point, maybe even on turn 2, and then you start your elemental chain, free of any sort of distractions, right? You want to hit them one after the other up the curve. We're not running Flame Tongue, we're not running Mana Tide Totem, because we're not running the card draw. We're very heavy at the bottom, right? We got 2 copies of Fire Elemental and 2 copies of Blaze Caller. With Servant of Calamos, anytime you see the Primal Lord, don't really think about it too much. Just take the Primal Lord. He's just that good. With Halazil, the AoE of choice, we're running 2 copies of Lightning Storm. We're not running Volcano or Portal. I really like the Lightning Storm plan because on turn 8, you can play them both at the same time, heal to full. And because Halazil is now an Elemental, it really does help, right? It keeps your chain going. We are running the 4-drop Fire Plume Phoenix, just because it is an Elemental. Not the best card in the world, but it does fill the niche of the deck. In the beginning of the game, we're relying a lot on 2 Jade Claws to carry a lot of weight in the early game. Because of that, we're also going to include 1 copy of Storm Forged Axe to serve as a Jade Claws replacement. We got 3 weapons in the early game, and we start building our taunts from there. We're going to run 2 copies of Crazed Alchemist. This is the first day the changes went through. We're going to go on the standard ladder. So I do expect a lot of this deck out there. So we're going to try to hit those Shaman decks today with these Crazed Alchemists. In a couple weeks, if this dies down, change those Alchemists. Put in something a little bit better if you want. But we're going to see how this works out. Let's get into the game. See how some defensive options here. I think the key to this deck is having a clear path to set up your elemental chain. It can be awkward to chain elementals when you're like behind and you need to be trying to do other stuff. So keep the Doomsayer here. Hope to draw 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're trying this deck because of the change to this card here. I mean, the deck builds itself, right? Like, you put the Jade cards in, you put the Elemental cards in. The thing we're doing a little bit different probably is we're trying a couple Crazed Alchemists, a couple Doomsayers, and we got an extra copy of Stormforged Axe. So I think I like the Axe because it's just another copy of Jade Claw. Jade Claw is so important, I think, to getting an early start here. There's the Jade Claws. At this point, I think we Doomsayer. Hope it works. It might not work, right? Left out the Jade card, the Shaman Jade card at 7 mana because we're playing Blaze Collars at 7. Just much better, I think, than the other guy. I'm excited to play Calamos. I haven't really played much with this card here. Oh, it looks like we do get the Doomsayer. The end is here. So we'll start off our Elementals. Possible that the chain breaks next turn as we don't have a 5. Halazil is now also an Elemental, so again the deck is kind of building itself. So there's a good hex target. We got this from Swashbuckler. He had a pretty sweet turn there, right? He played a 4-mana 7/7 and a 1-mana 2/3. For 5 mana, he got 9-10 worth of power. Toughness. Pretty crazy tempo on us.
You're not that sharp.
So I think we have to elemental just to set up a board clear next turn. I think we can't really do anything else here.
Brothers, heed my call.
It is a Yeti after all. Yeti's not terrible. At 5 mana, Yeti is not great. This kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Join.
Oh no, so he's gonna trade it. Yeah, so we were kind of illustrating that we had illustrating, is that the word? Telegraphing is the word. Telegraphing that we had Calamos. So he's gonna trade in his stuff here. Well, not completely. He just trades one. Okay. So he does not play around Calamos, in fact. In fact, he's playing into it more. We're gonna take a little bit of damage here. But he's going to be wiped out.
Job's done.
Really strong play there.
When Earth moves, empires fall. Says I, town scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
Do you want to buy a funnel cake?
So we can ping this, bump into it, play a taunt and a Jade Claws. The alternative is Jade Claws bump, 5 this, kill something here. Then we don't have a taunt. I think I want to taunt up, so let's go ahead and do the right here. I kind of like hitting this, because this uses our power more efficiently there. Alright, so that does it with that. We're gonna keep everything. I think we're gonna throw that back to Hex though. I like keeping 2, like once we have the Jade Claws, which we want, I like keeping the second Jade card. This is already pretty good on its own, but once you get a 2/2, at that point it just becomes pretty crazy.
Avast, matey! I'm in charge now.
So we can wait with the coin, because that blocks our next turn, but I think we just need to start using these things.
Elements guide me.
The next turn we can't do anything. We don't have a card in our deck that costs 1. I was experimenting with this before I settled on, you know, the kind of the basic list. I was throwing in Light Warden with a bunch of healing stuff. Try to like do some cool stuff with Light Warden. Here, I do think we weaken this.
Elements guide me. Job done.
Set up an AoE better if we choose, or set up a Jade Claw kill. Evolve, okay. It's a pretty good evolve if I say so myself. We can go over the Lightning Storm here. I think we'll go ahead and burn it. There's a chance we get his Acolyte dead. We missed the Acolyte kill, unfortunately. I think that was worth the risk because alright, so we're gonna Jade Claws here. Do we attack? attack here. We're gonna have to burn a Jade on his Manatide. Kind of unfortunate, right? Like he's getting a 2-for-1 on us. Ooh, is that gonna work? One, two. So he's got 3. He's got 4. So he needs Jade Lightning. I think we're gonna hold. I think next turn we're going to play these two together. Our Jades are starting to build up. So, because what that'll do is right, it'll give him pressure with this, and pressure to kill this, and then we can 7 into 8 here. Yeah, so that's what we'll do for sure. Might die to Bloodlust. I don't think we do anything else here. We could double Doomsayer. No, we need to play Jade to set up the Blaze Color. We'll do this here. Didn't think it through that much, but seems like a good hedging of the bets here. We made a board. We made a reason for him not to do anything. So he's got the Bloodlust. He's going face. Think we're dead here? Yeah, looks like we're dead. Alright, so a little bit too aggressive for us here. No, we're not dead. So we're hoping to live. I'm assuming he's got a damn. Yeah. No. What's this? Maybe not. We're definitely gonna heal for 12. Ah, wow. Well played. All right. That was real close because we were about to heal out of range. The overload kind of kicked our butt last game in the early turns. We had to burn that lightning storm. Didn't get the 3.
You love my new recipe.
Gives him more power. Takes away toughness though. It could be relevant. Next turn we can do 2. See how this works out. War Leader obviously is a nightmare for us. So we can storm here, or we can develop. I think we want to develop.
Elements guide.
We don't really want to overload because look, we got 6 and 7 here. But there's the problem with not. All right, so we're gonna have to. Interesting. We can storm and then Doomsayer, or we can totem storm. I think we storm and Doomsayer. I think that's the best. The problem is, well, then we can start developing, right? So let's do that. Either way, this is good. Yeah, the fact that it killed it blocks his poisonous play, right? He could play the 5/4 poisonous. It's a risk, right? Because then he loses his guy. So the Doomsayer is doing what we want. He gave us a turn to start the elemental chain. Next turn we have Blaze Collar or Discover, whatever seems better. Or just Fire Elemental, right? Well, next turn we can do both of these, so let's just go ahead and blaze it up.
Flames consume you.
We can do boom, boom. Our Jade is at nothing, so it's a 1/1 Jade. Quality, okay. He cleared us. I'm not too familiar with the lists. We want to go to 7. Do we want to go to 7? We can go to 7. We'll save the fire elemental.
Brothers, heed my call.
Taunt is good. This gives a Jade, but we're not on the Jade plan. We're on the surviving plan, right? We're overloaded 1, so this works out.
Elements guide
Getting a little low here. We're only running Lightning Storm and Jade Lightning for this guy here. We're not running Portal. We're not going with a Zerg down plan. We're trying to, you know, more controlling. That's why we're doing the Doomsayer stuff with the extra weapon. I like Storm with this guy the best just because it's easy to play them at the same time and get a big effect, right? Interesting. So we can sort of hit it twice down to and then hit it with our face. Do we dare go that low? We hit it for 3, put it at 5, and then boom boom, but then we don't have a taunt. We could just play this and pass, right? Because we kind of want to set up this and this next turn, so let's just do that. This bump's kind of free, but I mean, does he really have another equality consecrate? I think we just let it go. Let's hit it.
to battle.
And I guess we can with this too. Alright, we'll do that.
To battle. Elements
Pretty good, pretty good. Gain some health, cleared him out. Got more healing next turn.
Put your faith in the light.
So there's the big boy Tyrion. Got a flip, interesting. So we can kind of deal with this pretty clean, right? We can just pop the shield, flip our 4/6. We want to heal. We can't do everything because we lose our chance to heal if we turn this. We can flip it. What's another play? We could kill this, flip it to a 4/6, and then AOE, and then sort of do that. Interesting, but no, we can't do everything, right? I think we're flipping our guy here. Heal totem? Alright. So the heal totem's not that important. Actually, when I look at it, yeah. So I'm not sure if that was right. We might just be dead now to his weapon. We did play an elemental last turn, so we got the elemental chain intact. So the equality just sets up my storm pretty nicely here. We're gonna play that. We didn't get a taunt, unfortunately. We're gonna play that because we gotta keep the elemental chain going, right? If we get Calamos, we need to heal. So we do have lethal on board. He needs consecrate to stay in the game, right? Yeah, he needs consecrate, exactly. He can't really Sunkeeper Terran because we get just a bunch of 3/3s. So it's AoE or bust here for him.
I wonder.
I don't think there's going to be some sort of charge, right? Now there's no charge in his deck. It looks like he didn't immediately consecrate, right? So either I didn't squelch him, so he's not emoting. I think we got him. Yeah, well played.
Well played.
The victory is yours.
I like keeping the Jade Lightning when we already have another Jade card. Kind of awkward here. We can't play this into this, and if we play this, we overload. But maybe we'll need to do this. So we'll play this.
Elements guide me.
We'll play the 3-drop next turn, and that leads into the 5-drop. We got the Crazed Alchemist partly because I figured everyone's gonna be trying this deck with the changes, so we can get some Shaman, right? Get those Mana Tides, get those Flame Tongues. He's probably thinking the same thing. He's got a ooze in his deck here. He does use the charge on the 1/1, playing around with the Flame Tongue, but he gets punished a little bit because we play a 3/5 taunt. Maybe he's got another claw. Alright, so where's our thing, right? Where's our flipper?
Brothers, heed my call.
Wow, these are some cards, right? I guess we just take this because it's kind of good, right? Like, it gives us food. And then we'll go ahead and do that for reasons. The next turn, we can keep the elemental going with this, or of course we can play Aya for more tempo, possibly tempo, right? Was he fishing for that? That seemed like he was fishing for it. Yeah, he was indeed fishing for it. He gets a 2/1. Kind of a big decision here. Turn 7, I guess we can elemental Jade, and we'll make Jade bigger here. So looks like the turn is going to be Aya, and the next turn we'll go lightning into elemental. We're not playing Firefly like he is because we're not trying to do that sort of spammy board thing. We're not trying to do the Flame Tongue stuff. We're trying to Doomsayer and then start an elemental chain, more control style. We got double Fire Elemental, double Blaze Collar. Bit interesting play there because our guys weren't that good, so we kind of like upgraded a little bit, right? So that's the perfect. Got the perfect answer for that boy.
Flames consume you.
Think he was fishing for that? I think he was fishing for that, and he got it. All right. So pretty huge swing turn for him. So we lost a lot of power. We got some nifty guys though. We got this. Actually, that's all we got really. He's hanging in there. Evolve. No taunt, which is lucky. Alright, well played. So we got 3, 4 into coin 6. Oh, that doesn't work, right? Yeah, that works, yeah. Gonna throw back this, try to get a weapon. I like keeping this when you already have the Jade Claws because it represents so much more stuff. When you get that 2/2, the 2/2 is super relevant. The 1/1's a lot of times not relevant. Possible we don't want to keep this, but since we get it back. Possible we want to just try to fish for a weapon, just throw this back. But we kind of have a curve going here, right? Curve that starts on turn 3, but a curve. Need to draw a Doomsayer or a weapon. So we can play this, or just fire this off here. We're still looking to coin elemental something here. We do have the opportunity to slow down if we need to. Really, he got that. That deserves a wow.
That's incredible.
You love my new recipe.
So he got punished there by not trading. He assumed his guy was safe. These two things being elementals really does make the deck stronger. You just sort of jam everything together, right? So he's going face with that. Foul spine, alright. So if he has bounce, that's kind of bad, I guess.
Brothers, he I call.
Calamos, yeah. It's like the decision tree when you see Calamos is just take Calamos because he does everything. He AoEs, he heals you, he hits him in the head with a fireball, makes Onyxia. I've never seen the Onyxia. The stats on this make it, the flower, because it's a 5/3, it's aggressively statted, right? It makes the hex just seem more valuable because you don't want to let the guy whack you with 5. And then there's the giant. So at least he can kind of we can gain life off this, can't we? So we'll gain life off this. Finish off his little guy there. Is there anything else? Let me think. Lightning Storm and taunt up. Interesting. That might be better. Because then we protect this guy, right? Like we Lightning Storm, finish that off, heal it, and then taunt again. And it's like 9 too. And then the next turn, we Calamos or Jade. That's what we do. He's running out of stuff, right? So this should be good. Everything's kind of working out, right? The Halazeel's healing us. The Jades are keeping our elemental chain going. Someone in the Blizz dev team has this deck, and they're like, "Oh, if only these were elementals. Let me just sneak this." They snuck it in there, right, for their own deck. Feels like that's what happened, right? So the only thing we flip is make this a 3.
There's little time.
I think we're gonna have to do that.
Twilight calls.
Love my new recipe.
All right. So he spent his legendary, right? We hex his legendary. Both giants are gone, and the Van Cleef's gone. The only thing that's possibly out there lurking is like a mouth. Oh, really? He got that? Really? Really? Wow, dude.
That's incredible.
That's absurd. Alright, so we have an answer.
Flames consume you.
Don't rush me.
Just want the biggest thing on the board. We have it.
The lotus blossoms.
So he got downgraded, unfortunately for him. He's gonna have a random mage spell, which is pretty cool. Looks like we got him. Very cool game. Very cool game. Halazeel did a lot of work.
I got the
Calamos, obviously, right? We did 2 Calamoses this game. He's looking for stuff, but I don't think he's got a way out of this. Frost Nova. Really? Okay. This is like how we lose right here. Wow, we're going to take a lot of damage, actually. So we're looking for a taunt or heal or something. The Doomsayer's not even good.
Elements guide you.
Frost Nova was absurd. Like the only card was a freeze that it would give him a
This
chance,
jungle
right?
hides many secrets.
That's in his deck, so props to him here. He's thinking about the long game here. He's gonna be able to get it, right? He just immediately got it. Okay.
I'm almost out of cards.
Wow, really? Alright, so that's pretty good.
Flames consume you.
Do we do it on this side or does it matter? Think 1 sec here. Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Flames consume you.
No need to risk anything here. Alright, we got him. Long game.